Hello LGs, ladies and gents, welcome back to my channel. Well, actually I'm not sure, should I be welcoming you back or maybe welcoming myself back, because it's been such a long time since I've done a video for you guys, and I apologize. I have been living my life. Moving here to Panama has just really taken off, and I'm loving every freaking minute of it. And so yeah, it's not like I don't have a plethora of wigs to show you guys or to apply for you guys. I'm going to be naming this particular segment Getting Wiggy with It, okay? I'll be showing you guys some of my wigs that's in my collection, and I am about to apply this one, and I said, well, this is the perfect opportunity to, you know, show you guys my process and all of that, because today is my birthday. And this beautiful full lace wig, as you can see, it does have a few combs in it, like 4, one on each side, one in the center, and one in the back. It also has, of course, your strap in the back and a little bit of lace in the back as well, okay? So if you wanted to wear it like I have it right now in an updo, you can do that, no problem. But I very rarely lay the back down with adhesive, simply because I change out too often. And so I'm not going to do that today. My first process is I need to change the color of the lace, because as you guys can see, this lace is very light. Right in here especially, you can see that it's transparent, but I've already applied some makeup to it. But of course, as you wear it and get sweaty or whatever, that makeup, you know, goes away. So I'm just going to be adding a little bit of my, I'm just going to add a little bit of my BB cream. And you just need a little bit. I'm going to take this little contour like brush. You see that? It blends in so well with my skin tone. I love this BB cream. And I'm just going to apply that all over the edge of the wig. Now this particular dome head is not very wig friendly, I'm afraid. I bought several of these thinking I could replace my mannequin heads, but because this right here is so thick, it doesn't go into the lace like I thought it would. It puts a hole in your wig. So you guys, as I am doing this, I'm also reviewing this particular wig hat or wig stand. Don't get this, all right? Unless you don't have a lace wig. If it's just a regular wig, then you can probably go get away with putting a hole in it, but you don't want a big hole in your lace. And this one does put a big hole in the lace. So I was able to complete the makeup. You guys can see around the whole hairline in the front. But while that is drying, I'm going to go ahead and prepare my head for the around the front of my hairline. As you guys can see, it's time for a shave, because I do like applying my wigs with a clean shaved head, but I do not have that today. So it's easy to find my hairline. But if you're like me and you shave your head, then you just use the 4-finger method to find the hairline, and that's where you want to start cleaning and applying your adhesive. I'm going to be using today, I know, not the lashes. I took those off when I took off my unit, and I just kind of stuck it in here. Not a good thing, but anywho, Yeah, I'm going to be using this glue today to apply my unit. I found this when I was in Vegas, and it's called Almighty Bond. It's it right there. Normally, I don't like white glue because if it goes on white, some of them will return white when you start sweating or you get wet, your hairline gets wet. And nobody wants to see me foaming at the head like that. So, yeah, so normally try to stay away from white. I want it to be clear so that it goes on clear, dries clear, and if I get wet or sweaty, it will just go back to being clear, right? But this particular one, I'm proud to say and happy to say, it does go on white. It dries very clear, very fast, and it stays clear even when my hairline is sweaty or wet. So I'm going to do just the front from temple to temple, and then I'll do the sides once I put on my unit. That way, I do it that way now. I used to do it all at once, but I do it this way now because I can put the unit on and make sure that this is adhered down perfectly before I start doing the ear tab area. So I'm going to let this dry nice and clear, and I'll come back. And this is the applicator brush that I'm using. It came in the package with the adhesive. Alright guys, so as you can see, it's nice and clear. You guys see that? And I'm just going to follow the same pattern of the first application. And I'm going to let it dry clear as well. Alright, so that's application number 2. Now we're ready to apply the unit. So we're just going to take this. It's pretty much already lined up the way I want it. I just make sure everything is even, Steven, and start bringing it forward. Alright. And I want to make sure I'm putting the edge of the unit into my application. Don't want anything lifting. End of your comb and just make sure all of that lace is laying down nice and flat. And now we can go in and you see how the sides are. Some of these wigs, especially those that are custom made, they're not the cookie cutter. Okay, so you see this part right here, there's no point in me putting glue here because the wig doesn't come all the way down. So I'm just going to put the glue right where the lace is, and then I'm going to stop it right there. And then same on this side, and we should be done. So I'm just going to lift this part. I have it on my applicator brush, the adhesive, and I'm just going to dab it. I don't want too much. Push that down just to make sure it is in the right spot, like that. I'm going to take the back end of this applicator and remove that excess. Now the reason mine stops here is because I wear glasses, and you just don't want the lace in the way when you're trying to put on sunshade, when you're trying to put on your shades or your glasses. Now that I have it laid down the way I want it, I'm going to apply my headband. And you want to make sure that there's no stickiness. Okay, so that when you apply your headband, the glue is pretty much settled. And you don't have to worry about it, the band sticking into your skin or into your lace. And when you take off the band, you see that it's pulling glue. That means you didn't let the glue settle or dry before you applied the headband, okay? So I'm gonna leave this on for a few minutes and I'll come back and show you guys what it looks like. All right guys, so as you can see, I decided to put a couple of bends, you know, nothing drastic, just a little bit of a curl at the end while my headband was on. That way there is no pulling on the hairline. And so now we can release it and see how it looks. See how easy my headband came on? That was because I had no adhesive that was still, you know, wet or tacky. It was nice and dry. And as you can see, you don't see that excessive lace that I have around the hairline. So, here we are. Isn't she beautiful? I love this texture. And yeah, so we get really close up. No one is gonna get this close to me, but just wanted you to see what it really looks like up close with the makeup and everything. And of course, once I finish putting on my makeup on the outside of the wig, I would dab around the hairline. What you want to be careful of is that you don't put too much makeup around the end and it starts to clump up and it looks weird there. Okay, you just want to dab just a little bit that's already on your brush. No need to add any additional makeup to it, and just go around the hairline. So I hope you guys enjoyed this segment of Let's Get Wiggy with it, and let me know by thumbing up, leaving a comment, and showing your support by subscribing to my channel. So thanks again for watching. Be blessed and a blessing. This is the Lady of Lace Wigs signing off for now.